So what can we expect come Monday? Full panel here with me now. Brad Howard is a Democratic strategist. Julia Manchester, national political reporter for The Hill. Chris Stirewalt, host of The Hill Sunday, senior fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. And Denise Gitsham, former aide in the George W. Bush administration, News Nation contributor. Hello to you all.
Hello.
I don't know if it's cold outside, but it definitely ain't warm. I can tell you that much.
It's not. And look, there's a lot of reasons to not want to have an outside inauguration. It's a real hassle. The crowds are a real hassle. The security's a real hassle. This is a lot simpler.
Yeah.
This is a lot easier for everybody. But I will say this. It's a good spectacle, right? They're under the sight of heaven, under the watchful eyes of heaven, that you do that. And you mentioned JFK. He did it without his hat, right? He wanted to show that he was cool, even when it was cold. Did it without his hat. Set a fashion trend. I don't know. I'm gonna miss it.
And I wonder how Donald Trump feels about this being inside. We know that Donald Trump likes a crowd size. He likes big crowd sizes.
No danger of that this time, though.
No
You
danger. That's true.
You can't have shrinkage
You
because
can't.
what can you say? What could be done?
Let's keep in mind too. He's a Floridian now, and we do not handle the cold at all.
It is going to be pretty. Here's an observation, Denise, that I have, and I ran this past Mick Mulvaney and Sean Spicer. At the last White House, you would get stuff flying all over the place. This is coming on this time, and ba 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 ba. Here's what we know. We're hearing north of 100 executive orders right out the gate. We don't have any details, right? Like the Hill's reporting that it'll be in tariffs, the border, the EV mandate, DEI, banning transgender women in sports. Those are themes or big items, but it's not like information's just sort of flying all over the place right now.
Well, you heard probably everything that he's going to be talking about on his first day in office. All the executive orders were already outlined in his campaign promises, and he made up about 1,000 of those. So if there's only a couple hundred in these executive orders, we're probably getting away with a lot.
And to be clear, the Congressional Republican leadership is asking him to not do some of these executive orders because they're going to use that as the cost-saving measures in the reconciliation plan. Remember, their tax cut plan has got to be fully paid for.
Right.
They're giving away the bank with salt, it appears, which was a huge savings the last time around, and they need these cuts. If he gets rid of them by executive order, the CBO won't score it as part of the package.
So basically, as Brad notes there, some of this might not happen initially because of the technicalities of Washington being Washington to try to get the big ticket legislative item, which is the border and taxes done.
Absolutely, but I would draw our attention to state legislatures, in particular to Donald Trump's now home state of Florida, where you see Governor Ron DeSantis really looking to continue to align himself with Trump, continue to get back in his good graces. He has called a special session in Florida this week to implement a number of Trump's immigration policies. He's even called on the creation of a position, a liaison, if you will, from Florida to deal with the federal government when it comes to the implementation of these policies. You know, a lot of the reasons why Ron DeSantis is doing this is because he wants, or he says he wants Florida to be an example to other red states in implementing the Trump agenda.